Cifehthr is still here, so I just thought I'd take the opportunity to have a relaxed chat with Cat, as he put it. This is our cat, Cifehthr. He was a stray that arrived at our door. I wonder if he's a member of my oversoul family. Black cat, that's more than likely. I suppose what I'm asking is, how do you know when you connect up? I mean, if we're those of us that are ready and have put up our hands and going for it, once we meet other oversoul energies or other people that came from the same oversoul, is that possible on this planet? We'll meet with others.
That was what I said.
So how do we know when we do?
There is almost like a recognition. It is almost like somebody that you have known your whole life. It is that inner feeling. It is that awareness. You have that knowledge that comes from beyond just understanding. And many of you have experienced this. You feel, oh, I've known you my whole life. And but you have not really felt into the energy of the individual. You have just felt comfortable in their presence, yes?
Mm-hmm.
But as you begin to connect and as you begin to feel with your energy and they too connect with you, it is no longer just as if you have known them your whole life. It is as if you have been with them. It is like you have experienced with them. Because you begin to communicate on this earthly realm, you begin to feel the connection of heart, a connection of love. You call yourself family, you start resonating, and they actually are more of a heartfelt connection than perhaps even physical family.
I understand that. I've experienced that with several people since we've come back from overseas and done our
This is not to be confused with that experience that many humans go through when they meet somebody and they really like somebody and they're comfortable with that, and there is ease of conversation and there is ease of laughter and joking, but there is no deep sense of pre-life connection.
It goes beyond even the earthly realm.
Indeed, indeed. The soul family connection that I'm referring to as in the oversoul connection of signature, you will resonate with that individual, and they may not even be people you have physically seen. It could be just those you communicate with over the internet, over the communications that you have. You may just have met them once or twice, but you know immediately that you are connected. And they have a similar internal and interdimensional awareness.
And it doesn't matter where we've been in our human lives, because that's immaterial, it's about a deeper connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I've been finding that a lot. And one of the things I enjoyed about this journey at this time is actually going to places or having people arrive or connect with us over the internet or in other ways, and then going, oh, here's more soul family. It's like, it's just amazing.
The more you become aware of that, which is what I have discussed, the more you will be putting yourself in situations without having a conscious thought, but it's just, you are aware now that you are perhaps looking for that link. For understand that many of you must realize, of course, that just as Gaia has a network of magnetic links or a network that flows over her, you all connect together in a very symbiotic network of energy. And yet there are some of you that will draw those pieces or those connections of network into you to feed out to others. And I do not use that word feed as a feeding sort of type, but that is you allow yourself to be a plug in and a plug out. And that is all. A connector of people. Yes? That is all.
Well, it feels like that, and as we all connect across the planet, it creates this network which creates a healing for ourselves, for the planet, for everything. It's an ongoing,
absolutely,
an ongoing scenario.
Were there any other questions that you wish to perhaps talk about?
No, I think that's about it. But it truly is an exciting time. So, are we still integrating our higher self as well?
Yes.
Or
The integration of the higher self is an ongoing process. When you fully know that the integration is done is when you can stand within your energy and literally in your expansion you have felt all that is to be expanded. And you put the call out for the rest of the higher self and you look for that answer. If somebody was to say to you, now breathe and connect to your higher self, instead of going up, you go in and out. That's why I taught you the infinity breath of expansion. When your breath expands your energy and expands your physical, then what it is doing is you are connecting at all levels, both upwardly and outwardly in your own physical energy, as well as connecting more and more to the higher self. Yes?
and are you going to work more with the infinity breath in our self-mastery workshops?
I will be covering that, yes. Although this coming week I will be talking more on the imprints. There are those that need that.
So imprints this week, and then
We will see what happens.
see what happens. But take it as it comes.
Indeed.
Very exciting times. Is there anything else you wish to add?
Your journeys worldwide are indeed poised for greatness. There is much that is going to occur. A lot of you have put a lot of energy into the coming year of 2012. You have, in your now moment, you have projected so much energy into the year 2012 that it has one of two things happening, and either a over expansion or an imploding, where you will feel that nothing has happened and therefore have a sense of great trepidation and a feeling of being let down or flatness, or there will be this exuberance, over exuberance. So I would say to you, begin to draw to your now moment the exuberance, the joy that you are looking for. Stop looking to the 2012 to change everything and begin your change now. Just like Kuthumi has mentioned about the year 2011 being a year of transition, allow the transition to be. Do not keep looking that this is a comma, that this is a full stop or a semicolon year for the big thing to happen. But let the big thing happen now that it may continue within the coming years. Because do not forget that the year 2013 is going to be just as intense and just as enlightening. The year 2015, the year 2017, the year 2030, all these years have greatness in them. You need to realize that it is just a number.
So you mentioned 2013, 2017, 2030.
Well, this is to show you that there are things happening in those future linear years.
Are they markers also?
Some may be markers, yes. But what I am using is I'm using numbers. I could have said 2014 or 2025.
You could have, but you've mentioned those numbers to me before.
All I am saying is in those particular areas of time of linearity, there will be changes within your realms. And you need to realize that 2012 is not the beginning and end of everything. It is a choice time. Do I choose to be in misery? Do I choose to be in joy? Do I choose to be in prosperity? Do I choose to be in lack? Do I choose to be this way? Do I choose to be this way? No longer will you be living so much in the duality. You will make a definite choice. And you will not really have the time nor the energy to keep flip-flopping backwards and forwards. You must make a choice. Who am I and what am I doing? Well, I am that I am, and I am here to bring forth the ascension, to assist. Or I am that I am, but I don't know who I am. Therefore, I will sit here quietly on the corner and wait for somebody to tell me. The choice is yours. Always, human, the choice is yours. My dear friends, you cannot look to the gurus anymore. You cannot look to the ascended. You cannot look to the angelic. You cannot look to the governments. You cannot look to your friends. You cannot look to anyone else to tell you who you are. You have to look at who you are within. Then when you've gone within and discovered who you are, you then look without and begin to spread out. Because it is in that connection of self-connection, of self-awareness, of self-love, that you are able to affect the world around you and affect it. So
visit our website, and Cifehthr might even show us the infinity breath on a video.
perhaps,
Perhaps. I enjoy it.
indeed.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you, and we thank you.